Are you ready for our book haul? We spent a lot of money today.
Yeah, we're super excited. So we are going to, we just got back from our night out. It is almost midnight.
And we're past our bedtimes.
We've had some drinks and we're like, it'd be way more fun to do our book haul right now instead of tomorrow.
Yes.
So we're going to go through what we bought, show you guys. And
there's a lot. So go ahead and grab some popcorn, grab some tea, get cozy.
Yeah.
And be ready for the next 45 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. It won't be that long, but.
If you guys watched last week's episode, you know that I was like, do I need to even buy any books? And Daniel was like, bitch, you're buying books.
Yeah. Or I was going to Powell's and getting one book. So I think you might even bought more than me.
Stop. No.
We probably bought the same.
Okay. Should I start?
Yeah, we could do one.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about this one. I've never heard of this book. I love the cover, and that's what drew me to this book. It is called The Most Precious Substance on Earth.
I don't think I saw you grab that one.
What? I'm pretty sure I told you about it. Such a dope cover. Right?
No.
Yeah, so it's it says, but wait, what happened to the girl? I don't know, I say. I don't tell him that what will happen to her is what happens to every girl. So I bought this one because it reminded me, okay, it's probably not the same, but something Delilah. I don't know. I'll put the name of the book I'm thinking of right here, but it reminded me of that, and I really loved it, and I want to read it.
It's a YA?
No, I don't think so. But it says, I'll read just the first little bit.
Little bit part. The little bar, just a little bar,
a little bit
right here.
Have another drink. Bright, hilarious, and sensitive 14-year-old Nina spends her spare time reading Beowulf and flirting with an internet predator. I told you to read this one and look at this because I was telling you it was good. You didn't actually read it.
I didn't.
She tells no one when her best friend begins to pull away or when her crush on her English teacher intensifies.
Oh, no, I read that.
She also says nothing. I read that.
I remember the English teacher part. I'm confused that you bought that book.
She also says nothing when her mother tries to match her up with local Halifax Indian boys, unfamiliar with her Saved by the Bell references, or when her worried father starts reciting.
This was in section 216, wasn't it, of the Blue Room?
No, this was in the very mid when we first walked in.
I don't feel like you're going to like this book.
You don't?
No.
Oh,
I think it's going to be kind of dark, and I think like a dark.
Too dark for me.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to like it.
What?
Mark my words, Amanda's not going to like this book. I think you're going to like it, and then you're going to skip. I think it's going to be like there's.
I'm going to like it at first, and then I'm going to.
I think there's going to be a section that you're going to not feel comfortable finishing with.
Ooh. Okay.
We'll see.
Well, this is my first one.
I love the cover. It's textured a little bit, not too much. I was skimming all of the synopsis that I was reading today, so there's like some bits. But I remember the English
there were
teacher.
So many, like we were constantly like, read this, check this book out, look at constantly. Yeah. So we would be like, oh yeah, that sounds good. Moving on to what I care about. I'm
gonna take a picture, and I will come back to it at a later date.
We have so many pictures of books on our
phone. Many. Also, prior to this, after our episode last week, I literally was on the floor of Amanda's library, and I was just taking pictures of books that I wanted to buy. So
did you buy those, or did
I
you
bought
totally
a lot
go
of them?
Off script?
This is one of them. So this is one of the books I got. It's the Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas.
Yeah.
And actually, this wasn't a picture that I took at your house, but Amanda's been talking about this book, and I think this is the start of something great.
Yeah.
So.
Is this a self-published one? No.
It doesn't feel very heavy.
Yeah.
But
this is fantastic.
Yeah. A wedding in Spain, an infuriating man. 3 days to convince her family she's actually in love.
Yes. So this is about two people who work at the same company. And they're kind of like rivals at the same company. And
Pretending to be in love never felt better.
Yeah, she has a wedding she has to go to, and she has to pretend that she has a boyfriend for this wedding because her family is like pressuring her to get a boyfriend and get married. And so she asked like this rival at her company to go to the wedding, or he overhears her talking about it, and he was like, hey, I'll go to the wedding.
It's always the rival. Everything you could want in a romance.
And so they go to the wedding together. You're gonna love it.
I'm excited. Plus, this is a part of a series or a companion series?
Companion series. And there's 3
Look
books
at our previous episodes to define a companion series.
Yes. So good. Okay. My
next. Oh, shit.
You guys.
This is a big deal.
I freaked out.
Yeah.
Freaked out because I am a huge Chuck Palahniuk fan. And you have to be
Fight Club author.
Yeah, he's the author of Fight Club. And you have to be like a certain type of person to be into Chuck Palahniuk because he's very dark, twisted.
I was letting know that you are.
Yeah. Like, I have a full back tattoo of Tim Burton tattoos. And, like, his writing is very much like Tim Burton, dark, twisty, just weird shit, right? He came out with a new book, like, beginning of this year, end of last year. And and he's from Portland. Like, Chuck Palahniuk is from Portland. And he had 1 copy that was autographed of his brand new book at Powell's. And I bet he did the first part of his tour.
Bad.
Yeah, the first part of his tour was at Powell's. And I bet he signed copies. And
it's literally, you got it for the same price as like the actual full price. And it's autographed. And it's a great autograph.
It is nice.
Also.
And I'm so excited because I've read so many Chuck Palahniuk books, and he's written one of like my favorite books ever.
It's been like a goal, like bucket list of you to get yourself a signed copy of any of his books.
I will meet him one day, but for now, I have.
It's a big deal, guys.
And this is from the best-selling author of Fight Club comes a hilarious horror satire about a family of professional killers responsible for the most atrocious events in history and the young brothers who are destined to inherit it all. Dun, dun, dun. I'm so excited.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
My next one that I got is a Colleen Hoover book. All Your Perfects. I have actually, when I got into reading, it was because of Colleen Hoover.
I love the cover, actually.
Isn't it pretty?
Really
yeah. And this is one of the books that was on my list for a really long time. And then I went like pretty much like balls to the wall with Colleen Hoover. And then I needed to take a step back and get into different authors. But it says, can a love story with a perfect beginning survive a lifetime between 2 imperfect people? So then the last thing Quinn expected was to meet the love of her life just outside of her fiance's front door. A year after leaving behind their cheating partners, Quinn and Graham are in a perfect relationship that seems designed by fate.
Isn't it crazy how many books have Daisies on them?
I know. People love it. But it looks really good, and I was able to get it on sale. So that was
basically free.
Yeah, it was free. So if it was full price, I would not have bought it. But it was on sale, like half off, and it's a heavy one too. And it's not. It's dense.
She's thick.
She's
not thick.
She's not
thicky,
thicky, but she. I'm not gonna say it. She's heavy. So that's that book.
So I got another one. So I read A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn a while back. This is the second book in that series, So Not Meant to Be.
And who is it revolving? Is it one of the Canes?
Yeah, so this is the Kane Brothers series. It's A Not So Meet Cute, So Not Meant to Be, and then A Long Time Coming. So there's 3 brothers, and they are chosen to like, not chosen, but they're about to inherit like this business from their family, but they can't do it unless they're like, no, I'm thinking of the Billionaire series, the whatever Billionaire series. Anyways, these people are very rich, and they do.
Last month's book was Megan Quinn. We introduced the Kane brothers. This is going a little bit further into the Kane fortress. Is fortress the right word?
At some point, we're going to get back to the Kane
enterprise.
Yeah.
Paying billionaire businesses.
You should have seen us in Pals because we had the map of her books up.
And then I also had Megan Quinn's videos. I'm like listening to her video while people are like stepping on us to get past us. And she has the map up more like,
and and she was literally saying like, I'm sorry, I like to be complicated.
Yeah.
And we were like,
she's like, cause why not?
All her books are connected in the most complicating way.
I would pay a lot of money to see what the inner wiring of her brain looked like.
I don't know how she keeps it straight. She has written over 100 books, and I don't know how she keeps them straight.
I don't think.
But this cover is super fucking cute.
It's super cute. I ended up not buying a Megan Quinn book because the ones I wanted weren't there, and the other ones were all full price. And I got to a certain point where I was like, if you're not used, I don't want you.
If you're not free, I don't want
you. Exactly. You're full price.
Go to our Instagram and watch our reel and you'll know what we're talking about.
You'll pick up the lingo. All right, my next book.
Ooh.
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 This is kind of like a... I don't buy sad books. I buy smutty. Mm-hmm. I buy romance. I buy lighthearted. This is not... that. So I got Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So the quote on the front says, touching and powerful. Reid masterfully grabs hold of the heartstrings and doesn't let go. A stunning first novel. And essentially it's about this girl and she is in love with someone. Long story short, there's sirens outside of her house because he gets like hit by a truck. And it's about after the aftermath of that. So devastating.
What's crazy is I feel like from what I have gathered, the Taylor Jenkins Reid's books have been very sad up until her newest like world with the Daisy Jones and the Malibu Rising and the Seven Husbands.
That one's kind of sad,
Seven
though.
Husbands is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But the other ones aren't. But, like, all her other books before that seems like they're very, like, grief-driven.
Yeah. Well, so here's this other quote. Have you ever heard of supernovas? They shine brighter than anything else in the sky and then fade out really quickly. A short burst of extraordinary energy. I like to think you and Ben were like that. In that short time, you had more passion than some people have in a lifetime.
That, like, captured me right there.
Yeah. I didn't read that earlier, honestly.
That's what, when you handed this to me, you told me to read it. Oh. I didn't read any of this. I read that, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, no. Right, because right here.
The same one.
You did, because this might be, y'all might be reading this later on. It says only 9 days later,
yeah,
Ben is out riding his bike when he is hit by a truck and killed on impact. Elsie hears the sirens outside her apartment, but by the time she gets downstairs, he has already been whisked off to the hospital. There she must face Susan, the mother-in-law she has never met, who doesn't even know Elsie exists.
Also, Washington Square Press, like, figure your printing out, because look how freaking pixelated this cover is.
Look at her picture.
Stop. Why would you do our girl dirty like that?
Look at that. And you see what we're talking
like this
about?
Taylor deserves better. Because this woman
it
is
says,
a queen.
By Publisher Weekly, it says a stunning first novel.
So is this her first book ever?
Well, when did it... It came... Well, no, because it says also by... She had 4 others. 7
yeah,
husbands.
and it literally says the 7
So
husbands.
2013 this came out.
Either way.
Do better.
Do better. The new books that are getting printed of this, you can get a better printed.
Yeah.
So I got the same one.
Yeah.
Because
you might see
you
it
might
again.
see it. Mm-hmm.
We don't know. You don't know. None of us know.
This next one I'm stupid excited about. It's called Liar Mouth. And it looks like this. It's so freaking cool. The cover sucked me in. It says a feel-bad romance.
And you can feel the writing on it, and I'm a sucker.
It's super cool.
Sucker for that.
A hilariously filthy tale of sex, crime, and family dysfunction from the brilliantly twisted mind of John Waters, the legendary filmmaker and best-selling author of Mr. Know-It-All. Marcia Sprinkle, suitcase thief, scammer, master of disguise, dogs and children hate her. Her own family wants her dead. She's smart, she's desperate, she's disturbed, and she's on the run with a big chip on her shoulder. They call her Liar Mouth until one insane man makes her tell the truth. Liar Mouth, the first novel of John Waters, is a perfectly perverted, feel-bad romance, and the reader will thrill to hop aboard this delirious road trip of rioters' revenge.
And you might see this one again also. Pretty much, if you see that we both got the same book, you should just get it now.
I saw this one. The cover sucked me in really, like, that's what grabbed me. And I read it, and I was like, this sounds like kind of Chuck Palahniuk type vibes. Like, just weird and fun and, like, just
out
twisty.
Of the ordinary what we normally read.
Yeah, just
like,
not something
stuff.
you would, like, we would typically grab.
Also, feel-bad romance is just so interesting because we're always in it for, like, the feel-good.
I know. I
hope.
like,
let's see what's it about.
I hope it just hits, you know?
I think it will. All right, so the next book I got. Oh, you also got this one, I think. Did you? It's called Do I Know You? So immediately the cover just got me in. And it's about this couple. They've been together. Yeah. So what it says is that when a couple starts to feel like they're married to a stranger, a flirtatious game of pretend becomes the spark they need to reignite their relationship. So this couple's been together for 5 years. They go away on a vacation and they're just kind of bored with one another. So they pretend that they don't know each other. And so they spend this whole time just having this just most amazing spark between them. People think that they just met, they're utterly in love. And so the question looming over the whole thing is like when they go back to reality, is this gonna be sustainable, or was this just fun because it was different and they're gonna go back to their boring lives? So that is for us to figure out.
And I love this, and I really wanted to read it.
I think you read like 3 seconds and you're like in the car.
I was like, I'm gonna buy this because I've been with my husband for 13, 14 years. And so I think anybody who is don't fall over.
Sorry, this was like a moment.
I think anybody who has been with someone for a long time knows that like you get in like this groove of just being comfortable, and so I feel like I could relate to like some parts of this book, and I'm excited to read it.
And like Jodi Picoult says, honest to the bone, refreshing, and like a long-term relationship, deliciously surprising. So maybe get this book also. I don't know.
Now, Danielle told me I had to get this one.
Yes.
This is called Something
I'm
in
glad
the Water.
you got that.
I know. You told me and I was like, I'll just put it in my cart.
Yeah.
Just, I was drinking by that point. So I was like, just put
You're
it
like,
in my
okay,
cart.
fine, I'll buy it. So I really like this book. It's, my boyfriend's mom actually bought this book for me when I first really got into reading. And it was just not what I was expecting, the ending. Because it started and I was like, okay, look at this like cute little couple. Going for a little honeymoon, Bora Bora action, like some scuba diving.
Some scuba.
Some scuba. For me, at first it was hard to, my boyfriend and I do this thing. We haven't done it in a minute, but we'll just like read out loud to each other. And so I was doing that. I'd be like sitting at the dinner table, just like reading the book out loud. And it like took a minute for me to get through the chapters because it's a British book. And so some of the words, some of the phrases, just like how they go about a sentence, it didn't flow off naturally just with like the like American tone that I have, you know. And so America. So it like took me a minute. So like that was the only like weird part. But once I like got into it, it was just a page turner. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like it was really good. I got my mom to read it. She really liked it. I recommend it. It's a good book. It's an easy read. Yeah. I think you'll really like it, Amanda.
Yeah, it says, Aaron is a documentary filmmaker on the brink of a professional breakthrough. Mark, a handsome investment banker with big plans. Passionately in love, they embark on a dream honeymoon to the tropical island of Bora Bora, where they enjoy the sun, the sand, and each other. Then while scuba diving in the crystal blue sea, they find something in the water. Ba, ba, ba.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
Oh.
So I got Abby Jimenez Just for the Summer.
The new one.
I don't even think I know anything about it. When it comes to love, Emma is cursed. Every guy she dates finds his true love after they break up. But it turns out she's not the only one afflicted with this condition. His name is Justin, and his Reddit thread about being love's good luck charm has gone viral. Now the two have come up with an ingenious plan. If they date each other, their curses will cancel out, and they'll go find their soulmate. They'll go on to find their soulmate. Only Justin wasn't supposed to be so unbelievably cute and hilarious. But when Emma's toxic mother shows up and Justin has to assume guardianship of his 3 siblings, they're suddenly navigating a lot more than they expected, including catching real feelings. Has fate finally brought the perfect pair together, or will they cure, or will their cure be the way more hazardous than the curse itself? Wait, that last sentence doesn't make sense. Will their cure be way more hazardous than the cure itself?
What are they getting cure?
I don't get it. Am I just like not right? Or is that
sick? I missed something.
the air unit coming on makes me feel like someone's coming into our room right now. I don't get that last sentence, but we're just gonna pretend it's not there.
Anyways, we mentioned in last podcast that this is gonna be a next, not like the secret history is this month, and we had mentioned that this will be the
July. We want another romance this summer. So not this month, but the next month. So that's
July.
Yeah. And this is also, whoa, she's heavy. And like just so fun. Look how cute this is.
You guys, you want to see something real cute? You want to see something real cute?
Is it a bzzz? Oh, it's a bumblebee.
At my little bee I got.
Magnolia Parks.
If you're a little Magnolia Parks girly.
That's cute. And there's like fairy wings.
If you're a Magnolia Parks girly, you know like bumblebees are like a huge part of Magnolia Parks. I'm going to get a bumblebee tattoo. Look at this little bee I got. Stop it. She's gonna go on my shelf right by all my Magnolia Parks books.
That's cute. I like that.
And she's so soft. Anyways,
you're gonna have it for 0.2 seconds until Leo gets a hold of it.
Leo's gonna take it. It's gonna be Leo's bee.
Yeah. So
this
is the only time it'll be hers.
Yeah. So I got this book only because my husband is a big fan of.
She got it because of the cover, because it's a half soft cover, half hardcover.
Yeah. So all over
she's
Powell's,
using Johan as an excuse to buy it.
All over Powell's, there are these like cool classics that are legit like soft but hardcovers. I don't know how to describe them. Like they're really stiff, but
they look like a hardcover, but they're a soft cover.
Yeah, like I'm blown away by them.
Yeah.
They're so cool. And this is the Sherlock Holmes. And I got it with like the intention of Johan reading it, my husband, because we've watched all the movies, we watched the show, and I'm like, maybe he'll like it. But I think I'll read it too, because I started reading it in Powell's and I actually really enjoyed it. So I think it's cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
I'm really excited. Wouldn't it be cool to have the whole set? This is why I have so many books. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool to have every book that matches this? That's like 3 books. Like I should have them all.
Oh, fun fact, Amanda's buying a bigger house just for all of her books. Sorry, he just ran into my hand. She's not. She's adding a whole other wall of her library.
My husband said I can get more shelves, so.
I mean, Johan is the reason why we're here then.
He's like, I don't know why you have this chair in here. You should just get rid of your chair and get more shelves.
You don't need to sit. You just need to read. Yeah. Extra books. Stand up and read them.
Oh, yeah, you.
So this was a last minute. I'm set about the floor. Anyways, I bent my cover. It's okay. It's a used version. I did not want to buy this used. I was going to, but I did not want to. So this was...
New?
No, this is used.
You said you didn't want to buy it used. You didn't want to buy it new.
Exactly. You know what I'm
You're
trying
going
to say.
to, but you didn't, and you found a used one.
What she said.
You're out of frame. Get over here.
This is the book that I got. So this was a last minute decision. We were having chai and daiquiris. And while I was waiting for Amanda, I was chai and daiquiris.
Like a normal
like the most
day.
common pairing. If you're not having chai and daiquiris, then you're not going to the bookstore properly, obviously. So I was looking at this book, and like the cover, it got me. Well, the spine got me because you show me an orange spine, and I'm obviously choosing you off the shelf. And then the cover got me, and so I did a little bit of reading. So it's called We Love to Entertain, which made me think of you, actually.
Oh.
The home of their dreams could prove to be their worst nightmare. Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. So it's by Sarah Strohmeyer. And I'm not going to read the back of this book, but it's about real estate agents and about a bloody trail leading back to said real estate agent. And a mother and daughter figure out what's happening at this house. But one of the quotes that got... So it's on the mystery section. So it was like mystery, spooky.
Yeah, that's what the cafe
what's
is
gonna
in
happen.
The mystery section.
Yeah. But then first clue quotes... Praise to Strohmeyer for creating a novel both so funny, the behind-the-scenes details of the HGTV-like show, to the manner build are a hoot and so frightening. So where I thought it was going to be scary, turns out it's funny yet mystery. So I just thought that this would be a really fun read. And it's like, it's not that long of a read. We're looking at 320-ish pages, give or take. So, and the font is big. These are big words.
It's a good thing Danielle's buying all these books, because I obviously went to her house to get ready to leave here, and she's like, this is all I haven't read. She takes me to her shelves, and she's like, okay, I've read all these. I haven't read these. It was like 5 books, you guys. And I was like...
She was like, I'm ashamed.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I read a book.
She buys a book.
I buy a book.
And she reads it right away.
And then I read the book. Doesn't make sense to Amanda. Amanda has like half of her bookshelf that she hasn't read, and she's not going to read it.
I will read them.
In 15 years, she will read the books on her shelf. Till then, she will buy a new book and she'll read the new book. What?
When you...
What are you pointing at?
Your books.
Well, you're like...
When you tell me you've read all those, I will be blown away.
By the end of the year.
No, it's your movie.
I
know.
know.
Because you have to read them by September.
Or they're not going to be read till next September.
Yeah.
We're on a... I probably won't buy another book, honestly.
No, you're going to get your Kindle.
Not a Kindle. And
You
not
get
a non-Amazon Kindle. Jeff Bezos.
You're going to get whatever you read. And then you have to... You're going to just be a digital girly from then on.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a
Oh
thick
my
girl.
God.
My last book that I got was When the Moon Hatched. This is a new release. She's pretty damn thick. She's like 700 pages.
It's crazy because this is not like a Court of War and Ruin does not like it seems big.
War and Ruin? Is that it?
Akawar. I think
Is that the title of that book? That's a horrible title.
I didn't come up with
Court
that.
of War and Ruin?
I think. Akawar.
Yeah, I think you're right.
A court. Oh, Wings and Ruin. Like, there's a W.
Like a war. I was like, wow,
exactly.
War and ruin? That's not good.
I mean, it's pretty much. It is war and there is ruin.
It's Aqua War.
It's Aqua War.
I was so thrown off there. I was like, what?
This is Tamlin. This is Tamlin. This is Tampon. Who is this guy? Reading time is 12 hours? I don't believe that. It's longer.
Who is that?
I think he has a review. I actually feel like I know a guy that looks just like this.
I think he has a review.
Yes, Aquawar is spicy. I don't agree. It's not spicy.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, this is the last book I got.
Like, we will have every episode that talks about Akatar, okay?
Yeah, every single one. I got a...
The last book?
Yeah, that's my last one. I got 9 books. How many did you get? I think you got way more than me.
I got 12.
You were bargain shopping, though. You were like, I'm going to get this one, but I'm going to dig for a used one.
I was like, used, nice. Nice. Nice, brother. Half off.
Okay. So this book just came out, and I ordered the Fairy Loot Special Edition, but I know I don't want to read that one because I want that one to, like, be preserved. So I was like, I'm going to pick this one up because I've heard nothing but great things.
Amanda buys 3 copies of the same book.
If I get a special edition that is worth money.
No, it makes total sense. I get it.
I'm going to buy the regular.
I totally get that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just a lot of pages. I need a minute. I need, like, some time apart from a big book.
Yeah, so it says... I don't know what blurb I should read. There's so many on here.
They're all a blur.
As an assassin for the rebellion group Fridahar.
What is this?
Fridahar.
Firduath. 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 Fear the ath. Fear the ath. Fear it. It's scary. Fear the ath. It's scary. You want to fear the ath? I hope the entire time you read that book, you're like, fear the ass, man. Fear the ass. Fear the ass. It's scary. It's scary. I'm crying. Oh.
Okay.
We're 1 sentence in on 3 paragraphs. Bear with us.
Can you tell we're tired? Oh, fuck. As an assassin for the rebellion group feared out.
If you haven't caught on, it's fear to ass, but with a lisp. Fear to ass.
I'm just gonna hold it up. You guys can
You
like,
guys
pause
read it.
You guys can pause it and read it and do your thing. Fuck, that's funny.
That is funny.
Oh, but that's the last book I got. And I'm so excited.
And honestly, for you anime peeps, it's giving Studio Ghibli a bit. Like, this is, I don't know why, but whenever I see a dragon type thing like this, it always makes me feel like Princess Mononoke. But then I always will, like, reference it and look it up. Look it up. Look it up. And it's very much not like this. But, like, help me out. Because there's a Studio Ghibli that's giving the same vibe of this little monster thingy. Dragon?
I think it's a dragon.
It's like a dog dragon. You see what I'm saying?
Cute.
But it's giving Studio Ghibli, so.
That's the rest of my books. I know, she's chunky.
Give you some life.
I get the triceps.
I'll be sore tomorrow from that.
Oh.
My next one is an obvious one. When in Rome.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the pictures I took off of Amanda's shelf because I've been wanting to read this book.
She read a little part of this in the read the first paragraph of the
Oh,
book.
yes. See, look, I bought it. You can always count on Sarah Adams' rom-com to be equal parts funny, sweet, and swoony. When in Rome is a romance you'll want to read again and again. Opposites certainly attract. Are you thinking about Fear to F? Cue Fear to F. Opposites certainly attract for a stranded pop star and a small town baker in this charming slice of romance for Sarah Adams, author of The Cheat Sheet. So I got this and I even bought it new. I bought this book new. This is probably the most expensive book that I bought, and it is the smallest.
Wow,
Next.
It's the most expensive. Get the fuck out of here.
Every book that has hit the floor tonight, so I'm sorry, Sarah Adams.
Oh yeah, this is the one that. This one is fun. I was surprised you got this one.
Which one is it? I can't remember.
Frenemy Fix Up.
This one reminds me of my friend's Jules. Friend, singular friend, not friends. Friend, Jules. Get my shit together. She's a yogi. Well, it's actually fun because I just was teaching anatomy and physiology to future yoga instructors. Actually, they're graduating on Mr. Leo's birthday party date. Very excited about that. So it's called Frenemy Fix Up. It is about these friends from high school. And one of them, female, owns a yoga studio. And the male is like he's an accountant. So just very like corporate. And he has a health scare. And he has 90 days to kind of get his shit together. And so she's like, I have 90 days to make you become a yogi. And then, yeah, so I won't read the full synopsis, but the little blurb says, free-spirited yoga guru Shay Davis has only 90 days to get her workaholic former classmate Colin Anderson from work all day to namaste. All they need is all they need is a little common ground. So, obviously they're going to fall in love. Obviously. And I'm looking forward to it. It's just like super fun. That's cute. And who is it by? It's by Yahar St. John. So there's that one. I have
Give more?
Trace Moss.
Gosh dang it.
You know. This I'm not gonna talk about this one much. This is our book of the month. So this was like the one book I had to get while I was here.
We need to read the first chapter while we're here. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do a little readathon of our first. The words are small. Damn.
I know.
But you know, actually, what's funny is when I was checking out at Powell's, I bought a lot of books. The person did not mention a thing about any of them until they got to This Secret History, and they were like, I am reading more books by this author because of how amazing this book is. And they were like, this book is not a new book, and it's very popular lately. Mm-hmm. They've been selling a lot of them. And I got the last one that was on the shelf today. Let's see, when is this one? 1992.
You know, you had that great of an experience with your checkout person. I asked you if you've seen the movie Grandma's Boy, where there's a character in Grandma's Boy who's so into video games that he's like, he acts like he's a robot. If you guys have seen Grandma's Boy, my checkout guy was like that. He lined all my books up, so all his like little barcodes were there, and then he would like, he flipped his little scanner gun out.
Oh.
Like he had some flair and he flipped it out, and then he would very much move like this.
Amazing.
And then he just bing, 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 bing. And then he flipped it back. Like, he was into his job.
So it's like OCD meets lover of Westerns.
And the whole time I was just like...
He took like a hot minute to get your shit. I was like,
dude,
done with mine. And I was like,
done
waiting
with everything, and he was still lining his stuff up.
He didn't even have the books on the counter. I was like, where are your books? There were 2 on the counter, and he had them like
and then he was
on the ground.
He was very much, will you take your basket and will you put it right here in the front, like like row thing.
Yeah.
And then I had to unload the baskets, but he wanted it right there. And then when I was done with everything, he's like, will you take your basket and put it underneath? And I was like, sure. But that was all he said to me the whole time. Other than that, it was very like,
that's so funny.
Dude,
he really knew what he was
the
going
guy
for.
from Grandma's Boys so bad.
That's funny. I need to see if I know what you're talking about. All right, I have 2 more, you guys.
You had more?
I know. Okay, this one. Oh, these are 2 spontaneous buys that I did.
Bent this one already.
Did I do that? All of these books were messed up on the shelf of this book.
Really?
This one I feel like is a trope that I have not yet read, but I'm ready to love. It's called...
This trope is actually what I'm reading right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Chestnut
That's what you're
Spoon
telling me,
series.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the pumpkin's
good.
out the window.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called The Nanny, When the One That Got Away is Closer Than You Think. It's by Lana Ferguson. The book is like if Allie Hazelwood and Tessa Bailey had a spicy baby. I devoured every page and was sad to see it end. So, I'm not going to read the back of it. But it's called The Nanny.
The Nanny.
There's a DILF, said man, and there's a nanny, said woman, and they fall in love, probably. I don't know.
More than likely.
More than likely they fall in love, and I'm here to see it.
Single dad trope. Single dad
DILF.
trope with nanny.
DILF trope.
Yes, single dad.
Exactly. This one
sounds really interesting. I should have picked one up.
you should have, because this would be a good book of the month.
Yeah.
You can buy one later. But it was only $9.98. It was free.
It was free.
It was free, so I got it.
If it's as much as a coffee, it's free.
Exactly. So, Ink and Shadows, A Secret Book in Scone Society. I'm going to read the back of this one because it just kind of drew me in. It was also in the Mystery Gold Room.
Mm-hmm.
So, known for her window displays, Nora Pennington decides to showcase fictional heroines like Roald Dahl's Matilda and Madeline Miller's Circe for Halloween. But a family values group disapproves of the magical themes and wastes no time launching a modern-day witch hunt. Suddenly, former friends and customers are targeting not only Nora and Miracle Books, but a new shopkeeper, Celeste, who's been selling CBD oil products. Nora and her friends in the Secret Book and Scone Society are doing their best to put an end to the strife, but then someone puts an end to a life. Declared an accident, the ruling can't explain the old book page covered with strange symbols and disturbing drawings left under Nora's doormat. It's up to Nora and the Secret Book and Scone Society to sort out the clues before more bodies turn up and the secrets from Celeste's past come to haunt them all. So it says, entertaining, packed with mystery, romance, and sisterhood. Controversy erupts in Miracle Springs, North Carolina, when the owner of the local bookstore tries to play peacekeeper, but winds up playing detective instead.
Bum, bum.
Bum, bum,
Yeah,
bum.
it sounds really interesting, and I should have got one.
Yeah. Sounds really good, and this is not a book I would typically pick up, but I just did not want to put it down. So, I did that. And so, yeah, I bought, what did I say, 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
And we got these cute little totes.
I only think about 12.
These
No,
cute
I
little
bought 13, right? I bought 12. And we got these. Oh, and did you get the free bookmarks?
What?
They had, she told me to
My
take
robot
a couple.
didn't give me one. Can I steal one of yours?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Aren't they cute?
Oh, they are cute. My
Sorry.
robot didn't give me one.
Well, you're next to it. And I was like, are these free? And she was like, yeah, please take a couple. And I did. I
What a
took
bunch
2.
of turds. They didn't give me one. But how cute
And
are
these
the
are
totes?
cute. And then we bicycled back and these were in our baskets. And I thought I was
It was
going to
the
wreck.
cutest damn thing.
Yeah, I thought I was going to wreck my bike because of how heavy the front basket was.
But we hope you guys enjoyed our haul. It's very long. It's 45
And our
minutes.
vlog. Oh. I wonder if this should be its own episode.
I was wondering, I'm like, man, should we have our...
You might see this with the rest of our videos, or you might see this as a separate video.
Yeah, but...
It'll be super fun for you either way.
We are going to lay down, maybe read a little bit, and go to bed.
Yes.
And then tomorrow we're going to go coffee shop and read some of our books.
Yes. And with that, we are signing off.
Bye.
Bye.